Hello, my friends. Another dedicated candle review for you today. We're going to be talking about Kringle Candle knit sweaters. Now, this is one of their 4-wick vessels. We know that this jar style has only been around for about a year now, and thankfully, a lot more Kringle fragrances are starting to make their way into this format. This is a fragrance that I have actually had my eye on since it was released way back in January of 2024. However, this is the first time that I have purchased it in a larger format other than a daylight. And we're gonna go ahead and talk about the performance of this candle as well as what my nose is sniffing. So, like I said, this is one of their 4-wick 32-ounce vessels. This size candle does retail for $45. However, at the time that I'm filming this video, which is on Monday, November 3rd, this candle is actually part of a sale going on over on the Kringle website where this is currently listed as 30% off. So it's $31.50 right now. I don't know how long that sale is going to last, but if this review has you interested in this candle, now might be a good time to go ahead and add it to your cart. So let's see, 100% soy wax here. We've got 4 wicks. I personally really love this format. In fact, this is now my go-to format for fragrances that I know and love. Now I'm going to go ahead and talk about the fragrance notes here, and then we're going to get into why I ended up purchasing this candle, what my nose is smelling, performance, all that jazz. So this specific candle that I'm reviewing has a pour date of February 14th, 2025. Top notes are listed as floral, coconut, cedarwood. Mid note, sandalwood, amber. Base note, benzoin, oriental, musk. All right, so we've got a lot of accords listed there, more so than we have actual fragrance notes. So a little bit of a backstory, you guys. I said that I initially had this candle in a daylight back in January of 2024, and I actually really liked this fragrance upon cold. This was released alongside the fragrance Cozy and Warm, which is kind of like a creamy coffee type of fragrance. Spoiler alert, the two fragrances, that Cozy and Warm paired with this knit sweaters, is like a perfect cozy morning type of vibe if you're looking for that. But at that time, I was hesitant to purchase the larger 2-wick format because I was hearing some mixed reviews in terms of strength and throw of this candle. So I set the daylight aside. The fragrance kind of just sat on my shelf for a while, like I said, in that daylight, kind of out of sight, out of mind. By that point in the season, I was starting to look at spring and summer fragrances. I was kind of over all of the cozy vibes. However, when I went to the Kringle store back in August of this year, I saw this candle on the shelf, picked it up in this large format, and I said, ooh, I really like that fragrance. So of course, it was on my wish list. I said, this is a fragrance that I want to try this upcoming fall and winter season. And I am not disappointed, you guys. What my nose detects in this, you guys, I think that the name knit sweaters is very appropriate because this fragrance is slightly perfumey. It's very clean, does not necessarily remind me of like fresh cotton laundry detergent clean though. This is definitely, I would say, if you are somebody who likes fragrances like coral, sea salt and tonka, seaside, what's another one that I'm thinking of? Just kind of at the top of my mind, if more come to my head. If you like fragrances like that, if you like, say, we're going to expand to some other brands here. If you like Homeworks' Cozy Weekend, that's what kind of vibe this candle is. It is very much a clean, slightly perfumey scent. Now you see the floral note in here, and I'm going to tell you guys, the floral note in here is not super like heavy. It's not like a rose or anything that is super pungent to the nose, I would say. It's definitely got some woody elements to it, but it's almost kind of like in that vein of like a cashmere type of fragrance. It's not the same. I would say it's a distant cousin to, there's a fragrance called Golden Cashmere. If you've ever had that one from Kringle, I would say that this is a distant cousin. This one maybe isn't as like festive, but this just reminds me, you guys, of like really cozy, freshly laundered, like warm fuzzy blanket type of feeling. Again, but there's a little bit more of a like perfumey element. I will tell you guys, it's interesting that they say coconut is listed in here, because I do detect a hint of coconut in here. Now, it's nowhere near reminiscent of being like a summertime type of fragrance to my nose, not at all. But I do think that the coconut in here lends a little bit of maybe like would I say it's like a sweetness to this candle that is stemming from some type of fruity element. Again, I can't really detect exactly what the floral note is in here. Now, sandalwood and amber are definitely present. I would say that those notes my nose is definitely picking up on. But again, it just is lending like a sophistication to this fragrance. And then benzoin, oriental musk. Again, this is just giving that kind of like fresh vibe. It's beautiful. You guys, I'm just going to be really honest with you guys. If you tend to like kind of fragrances that fall into that cashmere category, that clean, again, though, this is not your fresh cotton clean. And you guys know that I typically have a problem with fragrances like that. They tend to be a little bit headache inducing for me, but not this one. It's beautiful. I would suggest if you're not ready to dive into a larger format like this, definitely pick it up in the daylight or wax melts to at least just get an idea of what the fragrance smells like, because I'm going to tell you guys, I really, really am enjoying this fragrance. Let's go ahead and talk about the performance. So I'll go ahead and lift this up. I have actually had this candle burning for about 6 hours now. You can see wicks are performing still very, very well. Nice, healthy flames. No sooting is going on. Nice, deep wax pool we've got going on there. Definitely good performance, as we have come to expect from a lot of Kringle candles. Strength and throw on this one. All right. This is why I picked it up in the 4-wick. You guys, in this 4-wick format, I'm very, very pleased with the strength and throw. I would give the throw on this one almost a 9 in my open concept. It is definitely filling out the open concept areas. Strength, I'm going to give it about an 8. It's perfect for me. And you guys know, if you've been watching my channel for any length of time, when I give a candle an 8, that's actually a really good thing, because it means that it's not so heavy that I feel like it would be headache inducing to people who are sensitive to fragrance. But it is definitely one that, like, you walk into a home or a room and you are definitely smelling it. It is definitely making itself known. It is not light. It is definitely there, but again, it's not so strong that it would trigger allergies or anything like that. Overall, you guys, this candle does get 2 thumbs up from me. Performance, like I said, has been stellar. I've been burning it, like I said, for about 6 hours now out here in the open concept, and I have not gone nose blind to it. It is still very much dominant and present, but again, not headache inducing. So if you are interested in this one, I would definitely say, if you have the funds right now, go ahead and throw it in your cart. This is a great fragrance, not only for like fall, but I actually see this being a great, I think in many ways, this could be a very year-round type of scent, particularly if you are somebody who is into more sophisticated, sophisticated clean fragrances. I feel like that's the way that I could put this. This just to me smells like, if I were to get like an Airbnb in a cottage in like a Thomas Kincaid painting, that's what I feel like the inside of that house or that cottage would smell like this. It's sophisticated, but it's not so conceptual that it's like weird. I guess that's the way that I can put it. I really, really like this fragrance. Truthfully, you guys, my budget's a little bit tapped right now, but honestly, this pairs so nicely with a lot of other fragrances. Like I said, you can burn it with Cozy and Warm. You can also burn it with Dalgona. I actually this morning lit it up alongside the new Yankee and Polar Express, their Hot Hot Chocolate. This one, it just pairs really nicely, particularly with a lot of coffee type of fragrances or hot chocolate scents. But I could see this one blending quite well with a lot of other fragrances. So like I said, if you like fragrances like coral or sea salt and tonka in the summertime, I feel like this is its like wintertime cousin. This is its colder months cousin. Just again, one of those really like sophisticated types of fragrances, but it's not too much. So really enjoy this one. If you are unable to get this while it is on the 30% off sale, or maybe if you have any other full priced items in your cart, I do have an affiliate discount code with Kringle. It is Katie15. It will save you 15% off of any of your full priced items or your route protection. So feel free to use that if you would like to save a little bit of extra money. That code is eligible for a commission, so please only use that if you are comfortable doing so. But let me know in the comment box down below if you have tried this candle. What are your thoughts? I'm actually really tempted to purchase another one right now. I'm trying to hold back, you guys, because I've got a lot of fragrances in my collection right now, and I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. But I do know that I really love this fragrance. So if you happen to see this one pop on a good sale, even if it's not right now, at some point here throughout the next few months, go ahead and drop it into your cart, because definitely is a good one. So anyways, you guys, please hit thumbs up if you found this review helpful. Consider subscribing to my channel if you are new. I do want to say thank you so very, very much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.